So good morning. So we're going to share a guided meditation today, but first I want to begin by contemplating a little bit about this untamed mind of ours and why we want to meditate. And one of the reasons is that our untamed mind is compared to a wild elephant. And this wild elephant is capable of creating trouble for ourselves and others, now and in the future. So, one of the main characteristics of a mind that is untamed is that it lacks mindfulness, which means that very often we're not aware of what our mind is doing. Our mind is always distracted. And when it is distracted, the mind creates endless thoughts. There's nothing it will not think of or do. So if we ever looked, we would see how undiscriminating we are, how often we simply allow any kind of thought to come and let ourselves get lost in it. It's become the worst of all bad habits. So the way to control this elephant-like mind of ours is to tether it, so to speak, so it doesn't get lost in endless waves of thoughts, emotions, and projections. And we can do this by being mindful, becoming more and more aware of what the mind is doing. Not planning or replaying stories of the past, but ushering our mind to the present moment, out of the non-present. So we're not indulging our thoughts, and we're not suppressing our thoughts. So we can relax in the understanding that there's nothing wrong with the thoughts, feelings, or even fears fundamentally, but the problems arise when we follow after them, or what we do with those thoughts, and we get carried away by them, or because we don't like them and we're reacting to them, we try to suppress them. So with training our mind, we're simply able to become aware of our thoughts and emotions without getting trapped in the stories they seem to tell us. We can be mindful without being excessively controlling or critical of ourselves. And for me, it's become a matter of being curious about, oh, there's that thought. So the help we get to become mindful is through meditation. And we use meditation as a way to become more spacious with our thoughts and emotions, really becoming aware of it without judgment, without criticism. The one thing that's interesting to contemplate or become aware of is we use our breath a lot of times as the focus of our meditation. And the thing that's so interesting about our breath is we can't breathe in the past and we can't breathe in the future. So when we use our breath as the object of our meditation, we become present. It drops us into our body. And as we begin to practice mindfulness more and more, we become more aware, and we become aware of when we become distracted. We become aware of our emotions, our reactions to things. So let's begin with a short practice of meditation today. So let's just begin to settle. Just come and bring yourself into your body and take a deep breath. And then you may look at your motivation for practicing. How is it that I wish to become more mindful? We may begin to notice that the mind's all over the place and there's no one at home. So meditation is bringing the mind home. This home is where things naturally live, and it's a kind of sense of ease or safety or stability. So we'll begin with practicing calm abiding with support and resting our attention on the breath. So first, settle your attention in your body and feel your body on the seat. Mind is in the body. Be aware of any sensations in the body. Notice how you feel. And now briefly check your posture. Remembering the most important point of the posture is to have the back straight and the rest of the body relaxed. Now place your attention very lightly on the breath. See where the feeling of the breath is most distinct. It might be at the nostrils or the chest or the abdomen. Just place your awareness there. And now place your attention very lightly on the breath. See where the feeling of the breath is most distinct. It might be at the nostrils or the chest or the abdomen. Just place your awareness there. Be aware of the breath as it goes out and as it comes back in. Breathing naturally, not leaning into the next breath or forcing the breath in any way. Staying in the present moment, resting the awareness lightly on the breath as it goes in and as it goes out. When thoughts come up, that voice in your head, which talks about me all the time, repeating the same programs over and over again, just note thinking and then return to the breath. When we can see the thinking, become aware of the thoughts that are and emotions that are going through our mind, then it has less power to drive what we do, and we can stop feeding the same old pattern. When we notice the mind has wandered off, it means we're aware again. And at that point, simply apply the label thinking to your thoughts and come back again to the breath with a feeling of self compassion and gentleness, and perhaps just curiosity, not giving ourselves a hard time. Feeling the spaciousness of the awareness, the spaciousness of our breath. And we begin again. The breath is always there. And now simply let go of the practice and relax. And slowly become aware of everything. And do a brief check-in. How was that for you? Did you notice anything? Perhaps you feel a little more centered, or perhaps you didn't notice much change. We're just noticing. However, that practice was for you is fine. And perhaps you can bring this space that you've created into your day. And so now take a moment to congratulate yourself on taking the time to spend this quiet moment at the beginning of your day and just quietly enter into your day without taking a big abrupt break from meditation to your day. Thank you. See you soon.